In today's video, I want to talk to you about anger and why you don't need it in your life and why you never need to be angry again. The thing about anger is it's a choice. You make the decision whether you're going to be angry or not. You may not think it at the time because anger comes upon us like that, doesn't it, generally? But it's really just a choice. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's a choice and explain to you some of the things that surround anger in each and every one of us. That's what I'm going to be doing in this video. Now, if you're here for the first time, welcome along. My name's James. And for the last couple of years, I've been sharing experiences and the things that I've learned about in this life that I hope can encourage you as you go forward in yours. The fact is, over the years, I've calmed down. I used to be a bit of a hothead and I could get angry at the drop of a hat. There's no two ways about it. But I've noticed that over the years, I've calmed down quite a lot. And funnily enough, one of the turning points for me was obviously when I was really ill and didn't know whether I was going to be living for that much longer. It kind of changed the whole way I see the world. And it brought anger and things into perspective for me. One of the facts of life is that we get angry over things that can come down to lots of reasons that aren't straight out in the open for us. One of the things that we've got to do is master our mind and our emotions, because too often we hear something and in a snap we allow that thing that we've heard to change our attitude straight away. And what we need to do is to take control of ourselves, step back a little bit before you get dragged in. Now, for me, that was a really hard one because it would be easy to get dragged in, but stepping back and taking a breath and just waiting and thinking for a second can stop a lot of the causes of anger for most of us. Sometimes we can get angry over what someone said to us. Certainly online these days, it seems to be really easy to get angry because people say things that they know aren't going to have kickbacks because you probably don't even know the person in real life. We call them trolls. And every one of us gets them. I've got them on here as well. But what you've got to remember is that the people that get you angry are much like you. And what I mean by that is that you don't know what's going on in their lives. They could have woken up this morning, one of their children may be ill, their wife could have had a row with them, their husband could have had a row. They could have gone into work and their boss is on them in a bad mood and jumping down people's throats. So you don't know what actually causes someone to get angry at you in the first place. Their anger at you may be taken out on you because they couldn't take it out on the other person that they wanted to, or the thing that had happened to them in their day. So sometimes when people have a go at you and when people are angry with you, it's not actually your fault. And they know it's not your fault, but they're just taking it out on you because they've got no other way of taking it out. Now, that doesn't mean to say you can walk away easily, because I understand that we all get upset when people have a go at us. But sometimes you have to see where it's coming from. In the same way, people don't know where you're coming from and don't know where I'm coming from. There could be things that are happening in my lives that will colour the way that I speak to you. And the same can go for you to me. Because at the end of the day, we all see people through our own visions. I don't know what your situation is any more than you do mine, because I may be hiding something going on in my life. And that's the same for you. There could be something going on in our lives that we don't want the world to know about. And that can cause us to not be thinking on a straight level. So we don't know, as a person who's receiving the insult or the shouting match that we're getting, what's causing it. It may not be us. Sometimes it may be. But most of the time, you'll find that an argument and anger comes at you from somebody who's got something going on in their life that they can't sort out there, and it comes out with you. So you can't always take someone insulting you in a bad way. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like it when someone gets angry with me. I don't like it when someone insults me, and I understand that totally. But the thing is, you've got to respond calmly, I suppose. That's the only way you can do it. I know online insulting is as easy as anything these days. They might have misunderstood what you were saying in the first place, and they've got angry with you because they didn't quite see where you were coming from. And I had that situation on this channel a while back. I can remember doing a video and someone having a go at me and saying that I was totally wrong and I didn't understand what I was talking about. Now, I could have got angry about that and jumped back down their throat, but I didn't. I took it calmly and explained the situation and why I felt the way that I did. And what it led to was an ongoing conversation between me and this other person. And once I'd explained why I was talking about the things that I was talking about and how I felt about it, he stepped back, watched the video again and came back and said, I get it. You're right. I'm really sorry. I jumped down your throat when I didn't need to. And that's the sort of thing that you want to do in life. You don't want to end people with shouting and arguing. It's not really the way that you want to be. However, I'm one of those people that will put up with it for a certain amount of time, and then you're actually dead to me. Once I've lost it, once I'm done, I'm done. I start off with everybody in this position, if you like. If you know, like if you're a teacher, you could say you're starting off with an A. Now your attitude and your behaviour and everything will decide whether you drop down to a B, C, D or an E. And that's how I am with everybody. Everybody starts off in a good thing with me. I like everybody. Until they do something or they say something that makes me think otherwise. It's okay to be misunderstood by people. Because at the end of the day, what somebody thinks of you isn't actually your business. It's got nothing to do with you. Whatever they think of you, it's up to them. And they might take an instant dislike to you. And I've done it myself. I know I'm not perfect. I'm just a human, just like everybody else. And so when we get angry at people, and when we are got angry at, although it's not nice, you don't have to take part in it because it is a choice. And once you start to realise that people are going through stuff the same way in which you are, then very often it's not that they're angry with you, it's that they're angry at something in their life that makes it take them out on you. But the trouble is, for many of us, you can have loads and loads of great people saying great things about you and you feel fine. But that one person who gets angry with you can eat away at you for absolutely ages. How do I know? Done it too. But your choice is whether you want to get embroiled in it or not. If you care to step away from it for a second and actually think about what's going on here, you may be able to say to yourself, do you know what? This isn't worth it. I said about this in a video the other day. I think it was what I said was that if you're getting angry at something, if you're having this thing going on, how important is it? If you were going to die tomorrow, is it worth getting upset over this today? And if your answer would be no, then walk away. Because if it's not worth arguing if you would die tomorrow, it's not worth arguing today, is it? And this is the thing that we have to do. People will misunderstand us. I know me. I can talk in a line like that. I can start talking about something. And my wife says it to me all the time. She says, you'll be talking to me about something and then something else will come into my head and I'll talk about something else. And she'll be trying to work out what this has got to do with this. But me, I've already gone. And so it's okay. I understand why people misunderstand me because I'm known for it. I've done it in this video already, gone off on a tangent. So being misunderstood can be part of the reason why people are angry with you. But you don't have to get upset by it. And you have to remember that sometimes You do exactly the same when somebody goes off tangent with you too. And if you take offence at what they've said, that's a choice. That's a choice that's down to you. It doesn't mean to say you're right just because you took offence. It means that your thinking is different. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If someone doesn't like you, they don't like you. And it's not your place to make them like you. Your place is to get on with your life and do the things that make your life good for you. And so if you've got someone saying stuff at you and you take offence to it and get angry at it, that's no more than a choice. It's the same choice as ignoring it totally and getting on with your life. The only difference is that when you make the choice to get angry and you're bothered by things that people say to you, you feel worse. And the longer you think about it, the worse you feel. So you have a choice to make. You can bite back and then carry it on, and that gets even worse. Or you can take it for what it is, it's somebody else's thought, and let it go. Because at the end of the day, does it really matter what they think? If they have a vent at you, and you know that deep down it's actually not your fault, then why worry about it? That's what I'm talking about. You see, you don't have to get angry and you don't have to get bothered by what people say about you. People see you from a different position to where you are. You see other people from a different position to where they are. And so anger goes both ways. We can get angry and upset with somebody, and we can balance that out. We can step back and say, do you know what? I'm just going to let it go and carry on with your life and do the things that you do. I had someone say to me, the best thing you could do with your channel is close it down, you're rubbish. I could have got upset, I could have got wound up by it, but what I actually thought was, it's quite funny. But I carry on and I'll do my thing. I'll still keep making these videos. Because this is what I want to do for me and how I can do what I want to do in this world. There are going to be people who look at my channel and think it's absolute rubbish, click off, dislike everything and go. That's okay, that's the choice. And whether I get angry with it or upset by it is totally down to me. And so that's all I've got to say about the subject. You don't have to get angry about anything, actually. You don't have to be bothered. You don't have to be bothered by anything that anybody says to you, because that's their opinion, not yours. If you know that you're okay and you know that you're right and you know that it's not really that important in your life, forget it and move on. Just like I'm going to now. This is day 26 of the 30-day video challenge. We are getting closer to the end. If you click over there, there's the playlist of all of the videos so far in the challenge, and I will be back tomorrow on day 27. I'll see ya.